Welcome back to OnlyFactztv, where we don't gossip, we clock that tea.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys.
Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at and you're just gonna hang up on me, so I feel like...
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
What does that even mean?
Nothing, Gabby. You want to be a dick to me now, so...
I don't want to be... Don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke the out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
Well, you're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Gabby.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
Yeah. I might choke you in public. Big black guy chokes small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look that you did with the shit you did to me.
Okay, well...
Well, what?
Today, we're breaking down the explosive allegations against NFL Hall of Famer and sports commentator Shannon Sharpe, a story that's got everyone talking, from social media to courtrooms. Buckle up. This one's layered. It all started when a woman referred to as Jane Doe filed a $50 million civil lawsuit in Nevada.
Ooh. Oh, Lord. Woo.
The word. So if I'm judged for
Anybody else need a shot of this?
She accuses Shannon Sharpe of rape, emotional abuse, and secretly filming intimate encounters without consent. According to the lawsuit, their nearly 2-year relationship wasn't what it seemed. Behind closed doors, she claims Sharpe was controlling and violent, using his power and status to manipulate her into silence. And the details? Disturbing. Jane Doe alleges Sharpe demanded full control, engaged in aggressive sexual behavior without consent, and would go as far as threatening to kill her dog and unalive himself if she didn't comply. A 30-second audio clip, which has since gone viral, allegedly captures Sharpe making these threats. Sharpe isn't staying quiet. In an Instagram video, he denied the allegations entirely, calling it nothing but a shakedown. His words? They're trying to take me down with a 30-second clip from a consensual 10-minute video. Drop the whole video, not just the part that fits your narrative. His attorney, Lanny Davis, went further, claiming the relationship was consensual, involved fantasy roleplay, and that Jane Doe had previously rejected a $10 million settlement offer before filing the lawsuit. Sharpe's legal team says this is a setup, and now Sharpe is preparing to countersue for defamation. And here's where it gets even messier. Jane Doe's lawyer is Tony Busby. Yup, the same lawyer who represented the women in the Deshaun Watson case. He's no stranger to high-profile lawsuits. The energy he's bringing? Calculated and combative. And he's not backing down. Sharpe's team? They're leaning hard into the consent defense, calling the threats in the clip part of a role-play fantasy. But let's be real. Role-play or not, public opinion is spiraling. Now let's rewind. This isn't Sharpe's first brush with controversy. Remember back in September 2024? He accidentally went live on Instagram in the middle of a sexual act. At first, he claimed his account was hacked, but days later, he admitted the video was real. It was meant to be private, and he said he was deeply embarrassed. So when this lawsuit dropped, the internet connected the dots, and it didn't help his case in the court of public opinion. The internet is divided. Some fans are riding with Unc, saying he's being targeted because of his fame. Others say it's time we hold everyone accountable, no matter how big their platform is. Hashtags are trending, podcasts are covering it, and this story, it's not going anywhere. As of now, the legal battle is just beginning. Sharpe is denying everything and gearing up to fire back. Jane Doe is standing firm with her legal team. And the public? Watching, waiting, and wondering who's telling the truth. Only time and the courts will tell.
Shannon Sharpe, I'm going to stand with you, my brother. Shannon Sharpe, I'm going to stand with you, my brother, on one condition. I'm getting text messages from all over the African universe telling me that Shannon Sharpe was accused of the unspeakable. I'm getting text messages telling me that Shannon Sharpe was accused of the unspeakable. I'm going to stand with my Uncle Shannon Sharpe. That's right. I'm going to stand with Uncle Shay Shay on one condition. Uncle Shay Shay, no more snow bunnies after this scandal. If you cannot promise me that you will never seek the company of another snow bunny, I cannot stand with you. Uncle Shay Shay. Uncle Shay Shay. I'm standing with you, Unc. I think it's a scam. I'm standing with you, Unc. I think it's a scam. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe on this one. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe on this one. But Uncle Shay Shay, no more bunnies after this. Can somebody confirm if he's being accused by snow bunnies or Afro Queens? Is Uncle Shannon being accused of snow bunnies or Afro Queens? Who can confirm? Does anybody know the race of Uncle Shay Shay's accusers? Are they black or are they white? Are they black? Is this a rice bunny situation? Is this a snow bunny situation? Is this a sand bunny situation? Is this a salsa bunny situation? Teresa Double O. If you have a co-wife, you can fill out my wifey resume. Wifey resumes must come with 2 names on them. Wifey resumes must come with 2 names on them. You know my number. Text messages only. I need to know the race of Uncle Shay Shay's accusers. Was Shannon Sharpe accused by the rice? Was Shannon Sharpe accused by the ice? Was Shannon Sharpe accused by the snow? Was Shannon Sharpe accused by the sand? Or was he accused by the salsa? I'm standing with Uncle Shannon because I don't like when black men get taken down. I got to stand by him. Yes, he's a lifetime snow bunny hopper. Yes, he's a lifetime snow bunny hopper, but that's my brother. Black power. Uncle Shannon Sharpe is my brother. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe until the facts prove otherwise. That's right. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe until the facts prove otherwise.
Granddad is nasty.
Liquor than 5.
I'm always very upfront with you guys about my biases. And I'm going to be honest with you. I do not like Shannon Sharpe. I do not think he's a good person. It's personal for me. Okay. Last year being the toughest year on my family in our entire life. And as soon as I got fired from the Daily Wire, there were certain people who I had done nothing to, who I had never spoken about, who were just like dancing on what they perceived was my grave.
Candace has given y'all her butt to kiss for 2 decades. And the moment What they doing? They can't fire me. They can't fire me. The hell you say? Now look at her.
Now look at you, Mr. Shannon Sharpe. Ooh, that Candace karma comes quick. He's now in a very serious predicament because a young woman has come forward. And she's alleging that she was raped and she was threatened by Shannon Sharpe during what she is describing as a quote-unquote rocky consensual relationship. That term, a rocky consensual relationship. And I'll tell you what her story is, okay? Her story is that she was at the gym in Los Angeles back in 2023, pumping some iron. And lo and behold, here comes Shannon Sharpe. They met. Now, to be clear, she says she was just 20 years old, which I hate. I hate that a 56-year-old man is hitting on a 20-year-old at the gym. Again, not illegal, but yes, probably very immoral. I think we can all agree. Like going after young women who are younger than your daughters, it's pretty gross. He would have been 54 at the time. And from there on, the two of them start a relationship. A 2-year sexual relationship followed. Now, she's alleging that the rape element didn't occur until October of last year. And then again, so she got raped in October of 2024. And then again, allegedly this year in January. So obviously, for those of you that are following our Harvey series, that's immediately for me where I pause, because what jumps out is the persistent question that I have in these circumstances, which is what would incentivize any young woman to go back and continue relations with an alleged rapist. The plaintiff is being represented by attorney Tony Busby. That name sounds familiar to you. He is involved in a lot of big named suits. He's made a name for himself. Most recently, Jay-Z came out and said this guy is a shakedown artist because he was essentially trying to loop Jay-Z in with the Diddy accusers. He's representing a litany of Diddy accusers, and he made an allegation that Jay-Z had done something to a 13-year-old. I never jumped on that. I looked into it, and it sounded to me like the case sounded fraudulent to me. I didn't buy it regarding Jay-Z. And one of the things that he has done is he's immediately released audio to the public of Shannon Sharpe threatening this young woman. So now she's 22, 23. And I'm going to allow you to take a listen. I'm going to allow you guys to be the judge and jury. And we're going to take a listen to the audio that Busby has decided to release. Take a listen.
You want to be a to me now, so.
I don't want to be, don't manipulate me.
Oh, Lord have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm going to choke the out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
So you hear that and you don't have any context and you're going, okay, well, he definitely did just threaten to choke her, that he was going to choke her and that she would have no say in the matter. And she says, I don't want to be choked, right? Case closed. Or is it closed? It seems like now men are fighting fire or proceed fire with fire. And instead, he posted a statement onto his Instagram, which was drafted by his lawyers. And he included text messages from this young woman. And I'm going to show you what that statement reads. Now, I'm not going to read every text message because it's quite graphic, but these are text messages that are coming, that I feel comfortable reading, that are coming from this young woman. I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're bleeping. Okay. Okay, well, that immediately suddenly makes us go, what kind of a relationship was this? And then he just names her. He's like, this woman's name is Gabriella Zuniga. This is a text message from her to Shannon Sharpe on October 7th, 2023. And then she says to him in a different text message, which is from January of this year, quote, I know you miss this big, juicy AAS. And she ends the message with $25,000 for each cheek. Very expensive cheeks. It's very expensive, very pricey. There are other examples of texts from Ms. Zuniga. For example, this one I am not comfortable reading, but basically she's asking for him to put a baby to impregnate her, I guess is the most proper way that I could say that. And it just gets increasingly more graphic about how she wants to have a black baby, his black baby, to be sure. And so they're sharing this, and it, like I said, this is why you have to wait for the full context of it. And it doesn't make like Shannon Sharpe an amazing person. I think he's gross. And I do not understand these sorts of relationships where people are craving violence. But you can imagine if you are with a girl, and I'm not saying this is the circumstance, we'd have to read through everything in its entirety. And she's got these like rape-like violent turn-ons or kinks, and you guys are into this together. And then one day you're set up and she's recording everything and removing it from its context because she knows that the average member of the public is not going to read this as anything other than just violence. Well, then you have somebody who is indeed trying to con you and trying to extort you for money. We don't know, okay? What I can tell you is that in addition to this, Shannon himself posted a public video statement on X. So I'm going to allow you to listen to his response to her lawsuit.
This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFacts. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down.
So here's my take. I think it is probably true that he was set up. I think it is probably true that this young woman wanted money. I think it's probably true that she intentionally engaged in this sort of, I don't even know what to call this kind of kink. Is it like bestiality? I don't know what people are into these days. Okay, I've aged out. I should really be referring to myself as a grandma. But I will also say this. These people put themselves into these scenarios, right? And again, over and over again, we are seeing Shannon Sharpe in these sorts of scenarios and continually having to make these sorts of statements so that he can ironically or unironically preserve his job and his reputation. How about just behaving well behind the scenes? How about not being a 56-year-old man that hits on people at the gym to avoid these sorts of circumstances? It's hard to feel bad for him, but of course, in the courtroom, it's not about who you feel bad for or whether or not you think he's a moral man. It is about whether or not you believe that Shannon Sharpe raped this young woman. And with what I've seen in terms of the text messages thus far, I do not believe that it is likely that this was a rape scenario. It does look like a shakedown to me. And that's difficult for me to say as someone who does not appreciate this man whatsoever.
Listen, the way Shannon Sharpe is moving, right? Granted, he's rich, famous, cool, he's successful in that aspect. But bro, when it comes to a love life, that is not the life I want to live. I do not want to be 54, 40 plus years old or 54 years old, sleeping with 19-year-old women. Sleeping with women that only want to use me for what I can provide. Dealing with women that could potentially mess up my career, my future, or cause me so much stress. When it comes to dealing with multiple women, there's always problems. It's messy. I want to be as drama-free as possible for as long as possible. Like I said, there's always going to be problems. They can start a rumor about you and it can mess your image up, it can mess your face card up, or you can even end up getting one of them pregnant. You could be on child support for 18 plus years. I said the same thing about Future a few months ago and y'all was like, nah bro, Future can never be lame. He's not lame for doing this. Future is lame for doing the same thing Shannon Sharpe is doing and a bunch of men are doing, period, in general. We make sleeping around as men cool. Like, just being super reckless cool as men, and it's not cool.
I'm convinced all these celebrities' favorite holiday is Easter because y'all love y'all a snow bunny. And y'all be loving the snow until it get you into some heat. When are y'all gonna learn to leave these snow bunnies alone? Y'all wanna be Bugs Bunny so bad. And we keep asking, what's up, Doc? Shannon Sharpe got him into some mess with a snow bunny who was a teenager at the time. Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. When are we gonna learn? And I hate to be that person, but what are you doing being 54 messing with a 19-year-old anyways? That don't even make no sense. And the white girl is allegedly saying that he was SAing her after she found out that he was messing with Michelle on live and he started being aggressive with her and taking advantage of her while she did not want it. And what makes everything worse is that the white girl, who is now 20 years old and an OnlyFans creator, went and got Tony Busby to represent her in the whole case. And we already know Tony Busby loved tearing a black man down. That should be in his bio. I love to tear a black man down. And so now Shannon Sharpe then came out with a statement basically saying that the girl is lying and that everything was consensual. But I just can't believe you even in this predicament. How are you even in a shakedown with somebody who not even 21 and should be watching Shake It Up with Zendaya on Disney Channel? Please. Instead of nightcapping with Ocho Cinco, go to sleep and count the sheep Ocho times. And then now we have the Snow Bunny who released audio of Shannon Sharpe talking to her, and it don't sound good. And on the audio, the girl is saying, you're trying to manipulate me. And he says, if you say that one more time, I'm going to choke you when I see you. And then she becomes quiet on the phone. And I feel like he fell right into her trap. You see, she was quiet right after he said that. Real quiet on the phone. She got what she needed. But this is where it gets interesting. So Shannon Sharpe released a statement with some of the text messages that iCarly was sending to him and basically showing that it was consensual and that they be talking to each other crazy like that all the time. So the phone call is not far-fetched. The messages say stuff like, I want you to put a dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you effing me. I know you miss this big juicy ass, $25K for each cheek. Only if you put that baby gravy in me. Ooh. I want to put my tongue in your butthole and then marry you. Okay, that's my daddy. F, I want you to put a big black baby in me. Big black baby is crazy. You better crave it because you're going to be stuck with it for life after you put a big black baby in me. Crazy. Baby gravy is so freaky fraud to me. I'm sorry. And her saying big black baby would just turn me off. So I don't know how Shannon Sharpe was still messing with that after that. So now I don't know what to believe because y'all released the audio basically saying that he was going to choke her. But then in the messages, she's saying that she liked to be choked like a dog collar. So I don't know. And then new news came out and said that Shannon Sharpe offered the girl $10 million before the case went public. And in the lawsuit, she asked him for $50 million, but he offered her $10 million. And everybody like, why you offering her money if it's not true? But I guess he don't want none of this to taint his career because, you know, they cancel you before they even know if it's true or not. I don't know what to believe, but what I do know is that I can't believe you almost pushing 60 and into it with somebody who not even 21. Could be your granddaughter. Actually, great-granddaughter. And that's why Monique just told you on your own podcast to get you somebody your age. She said, get you a nice woman. Leave these young girls alone. You can't do it. And you're still doing it. Shenanigans around. I know your name's Shannon, but that don't mean you got to be with the shenanigans. Y'all black men got to do better. I'm so tired of this narrative. Boo, tomato, tomato. Boo, Easter egg, Easter egg. Hang it up flat screen, please. Pull the lever across.